Today we're going to show you a really quick project of installing an exterior handle set. I'm going to show you some quick and easy tips and tricks to make this job really simple. If this is your first time here and you don't want to miss out on any how-to, do-it-yourself or home project videos, subscribe now and hit the bell so you don't miss anything. So first we're going to start by removing the old handle. There should be a little groove in this cap down here. And if you're worried about scratching your door, just put something in behind it. And that should pop off.
And we're just going to unscrew that one there.
Next, we have 2 screws in the handle here. Before you remove this side of the handle, be sure to open the door, because once you have this side of the handle removed, you won't be able to do that. Now, when you come around to the front of the door, you can see this just slips out. Next, we're going to go ahead and remove the 2 phillips screws from the latch mechanism. Once that's complete, simply pull the latching mechanism right out. Now we're ready to install the new latching bolt. 2 things you want to make sure of when doing this is that the tapered side of the bolt is facing the door frame so that it can hit this striker here. The second thing you want to make sure of is the back set. And as you can see, there's a pin here that lifts up and slides. There's 2 different size back sets, 2 3/8 and 2 3/4. You want to check the back set, making sure that your tapered angle on the latch is facing the outside of the door. And as you can see, the center of my pin is not sitting in the center of my door knob. So what we have to do is quickly remove that, set it out to a 2 3/4 inch back set, and slide it back in. Now you can see that the doorknob sits directly in the middle. Now, as you can see on this door here, there's actually been a crack in the door, and the door does need to be replaced. But one quick trick when you are dealing with previously drilled screw holes that aren't quite tight, you can take some slices of wood and just push them in there, and then that's going to snug up on our screws a lot better. Now we're going to go ahead and install the new screws. So next, we're going to be mounting the handle on the outside. Now there's 2 pins and a center mechanism here that you have to line up with your latching bolt. This is easier to see from the inside. Now this model actually has keyholes in the latching plate that you can see right here. And it makes it a lot easier to line up everything. And you just set the screws in a couple turns, and you're going to be pulling it through from the outside. I'm going to do it without these screws in so that you can see what it is on any other model as well. Now, once you have all that lined up, the tricky part is installing this plate and getting your screws to line up through these holes. Now again, if you have this model Weiser lock, it actually allows you to put the screws in first and kind of skip this step. Also, make sure when you're doing this, there's probably a set screw for your handle. Make sure that plate is facing the correct direction. Your number 2 Phillips, and just tighten those screws. Before we forget, we have to install the bottom screw for the bottom of the handle. You may have to loosen these 2 screws here in order to adjust it to find that hole. All we have to do now is install our latch cover. And you'll see here on the inside of the handle, there's a hole for an Allen key to tighten everything up once it's on. Insert your Allen key that came with the set, and we're going to simply hand tighten that. Your latch is on. Now we're just going to snap the cover plate on the bottom screw. Remember that little gap? We're going to put that at the bottom. And we're done. Test your new door handle and make sure it works. Now that's it for the install of the door handle. Keep in mind, do follow the manufacturer's instructions because there are going to be some differences than what we saw today. Thanks very much for stopping by the channel today. If you guys have any more do-it-yourself requests, please leave a comment in the section below. I'd be happy to make a video on it.